Let's do this, man. It's your boy, Jeff Jones.
You know who it is. The Pittsburgh Steeler upset specialist in the house, Thomas Boykin.
Yeah, yeah. Always and forever. Who? Mike Jones.
I'm still the biggest Buckeye, Rod Jr. What's going on?
And this is 234 Sports Talk. Fellas, let's talk about it.
Let's
Let's talk
get
about
at
it.
it.
Let's
Let's
My
do
get
it.
it.
Let's
goodness,
do it. Let's
man.
do it.
Black Monday has arrived, fellas. Black
Yeah.
Monday has arrived, and there's been some coaches that have been cut. Now, let's talk about the Falcons firing Raheem Morris. The Browns got rid of Kevin Stefanski. The
Good.
Raiders got rid of Pete Carroll. And the
Good.
Cardinals got rid of Jonathan Gannon.
I'm
Fellas,
rolling. I'm rolling.
these are the latest coaches. And there may be more. But fellas, what's your thoughts on these coaches getting the axe on today? And the GM might I add in Atlanta got fired also.
Yeah. A lot of these firings I agree with. Atlanta, I'm not so agreeable with. They went through a tough season with a lot of injuries, playing yo-yo with quarterbacks. The only thing they had consistent was Bijan. Uh, so you got to give a coach a benefit of that when you got that many health issues and that many quarterback carousels going on. So Atlanta, I'm kind of on the fence with, but all the rest of them, Pete Carroll with the Raiders, the Raiders ain't going nowhere. They need to change the culture completely. Cleveland needs to change the whole regime. Like I said in previous shows, they need to change coaching, GM, ownership, all that stuff. They need to go
Yeah.
because they are snake bit and they are not trying to fix it. They're just trying to bring in, oh, I'm gonna bring in a stud quarterback and think that's gonna fix the problem. That's not fixing the problem.
Not at
And
all.
you gotta change your culture completely in Cleveland. They got loyal fans in Cleveland, no lie. But you're not giving them a product to be loyal to. They're loyal because of the name, but they're not loyal because of the product. So they got to work on product big time. Uh, it's just crazy that this just. I'm glad it happened at the end of the season versus during the season, like they did with college, because it hits different when you do it during the season. It hits a lot different. Now you're trying to change culture in the middle of a season versus at the end of the season where you can go into a season with new culture. But we'll see how this all plays out. There are some coaches that are going to come up. I guarantee you, they're looking at other offensive coordinators or defensive coordinators to fill those positions. Guarantee it. What you got on it, MJ?
Well, I agree with everything you said. The one with Atlanta, like you said, they had some injuries and some things like that. But I was really liking what they were doing. They were getting some nice pieces over there at Atlanta. You know, um, could they have given this another year to see what it looks like? But nowadays, man, NFL, I guess for coaches as well, is not for long. And sometimes, man, you see what a different coach can do to a team. Per se, New England Patriots. They fired their coach and got Mike Vrabel in there, and look at what they're doing. Some coaches just got it, and some coaches just don't got it. Um, and like you said, another team sticks out of my head is Cleveland. Yeah, I think basically they might be doing that, burning it all down. Um, and then they're gonna have to get in there and they're gonna have to revamp that offensive line, whoever they gets in there, the general manager, whoever they get in there is gonna bring in some new players. And with the Raiders, I don't know. I think the Raiders still some years out, man. I just don't see the Raiders, whoever they put in there, because they've been going through some coaches as well, and so, I'm not too I think if any team is close, it'll be Atlanta. But like you said, this is Black Monday, and like Tom said, they for most of the league they waited to this day to do it. And my thing is, all it's gonna be is they're gonna go back into the recycle bin and pull some old coaches or a coach that got fired. They're gonna put them on another team to coach this team. I'm ready for some new blood, man, to be, at these teams if they're planning on being successful, man. Stop getting these old coaches like Pete Carroll, man. He was souring at the Seahawks, and then he went to the Raiders. What did you think was gonna happen? You know what I mean? And so yeah. So we knew this day was gonna come. So I don't know if there's more coaches to be fired after today, but I think they might have done all the firing today. But hey, like you said, NFL, not for long. You better have your ducks in a row when you come in there and get called the coach. What you say, Rod?
Well, typically for NFL, I go no fun league, do for the stupid penalties for the celebration, but not for long is way better. I like that. For starters, let's go right to Cleveland. Yes. I don't think much else needs to really be said there. That just wasn't it. It wasn't gonna work. Sidebar: if all these coaches got fired, and okay, how do the Jets still have a whole franchise? Why is that not? Whatever. That's a whole other can of worms. But if you go to Vegas though, Vegas again, yes, yep, it was just time. As stated before, after what Pete Carroll did, leaving Reggie Bush high and dry to take all that heat for something that he was basically doing at USC. I'm here for the Pete Carroll hate train. I don't care. Good. I'm glad he got fired. That's great. And I was mad when he won a ring. But as for Atlanta, I can say I do wish they gave it another year. They had a real quarterback weird little dilemma for two reasons. One, Kirk Cousins, first of all, I remember him playing his senior year, or his last year, Michigan State, my freshman year. He beat us in homecoming at in Champaign. That was 2013. This is 13 years later. He is a established veteran. He's been playing for some time. Okay, and when we look at Michael Penix, he has the body of someone that's been playing for 13 years, pro. So, you kind of put yourself like rocking a hard place with that. But they had glimpses where it worked with both quarterbacks in actually beat. So I think they could have given a little more time. I think there's some other politics that went into that as well, but we can go there. But yeah, that was they kind of jumped the gun a little bit. But I can also see a logical point where that would have, where one could argue that was necessary. So I disagree with it, but I can see both sides of the coin. So I just leave it at that. Yeah.
Well, fellas, this may not be it. There's some more coaches. Just to name a few: John Harbaugh, Mike McDaniel in Miami,
Yeah.
and of course Todd Bowles down in Tampa Bay. I mean, they it may be some more.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of Steeler fans is calling for Tomlin's head, which I don't understand, but there's a lot of people calling for Tomlin's head.
They better not. They better not.
And you're right, they better not. They better not. But
same way in Green Bay.
Yep.
Matt LaFleur may be,
LaFleur,
on what happens.
Yeah, that's true.
But you got to take in consideration if you're a lot of Steeler fans are talking about, Tomlin's past has been, his time is gone. I'm like, yeah, but he still ain't had a losing season. In 21 years, he ain't had a losing season, or 20 years, he ain't had a losing season.
Why don't people respect that feat? Like, how can you not respect that?
That's legendary.
And he has hardware
get that done
in the midst of that too.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not respect? guess.
I'm like
Now
you
listen,
though. I'm like you though with the head coaching thing though. How do the Jets not tear down everything to the studs and rebuild?
Yeah.
How do they not do that? Miami, how do you not tear that down to the studs? The track meet is done. That experiment didn't work. Period. It
At
got you
all.
to a playoff game, got you to Buffalo where you got the Buffalo and got waxed. And you ain't been right since. That's a failed
Correct.
experiment. Revamp,
Correct.
start over, do it again, get rid of Tua, put him on the sideline because he's a walking liability. Because if he gets hit one more time, he's done. So um, a couple of teams, like you said, just no. It's just got to be something that's got to change. Saints is another one. Got to change up some culture in New Orleans. They're too proud of franchise after what Drew Brees that did down there. Too proud of franchise not to give them something to cheer for down there. So you got to do some revamping up in there.
Yeah.
It is just a lot of teams, man. That just needs to just Arizona, another one. How do you not tear that down and rebuild?
but they did fire their coach though, didn't they, Jones?
Yeah, they fired him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got fired.
they need to
Oh,
they need to do
good.
some more stuff and get rid of some more people because it's nasty.
I
Sell the
think
team,
Aaron
bro.
Glenn next,
Sell the team.
fellas.
It's nasty, man.
I think Aaron Glenn, you're gonna hear something come down the pike by Aaron Glenn next for the Jets. I
I
think
wouldn't
so.
doubt it.
Yeah.
I
He
wouldn't
should have
doubt
been
it.
first. Respect. But yeah.
I look at it this way. If I'm a general manager, even like I said, you have one that definitely got fired in Atlanta. But when I'm evaluating, I look at where the team was the year prior, and I look to see if there's growth in my coach. Say if I hired a new coach, because even these new coaches aren't lasting but 2 years or a year. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
They cut the cord
Facts.
quick. My
Right.
thing is, I'm looking to see if there's improvement, but my improvement has to be at least 50-50, 500, 500. You know what I mean? You can be 8 and what they played 16 games, 8 and 8.
17.
Okay, you can be like a notch maybe below
Oh,
500.
yeah, yeah. 8 and
You know, you
9. Yeah.
8 or 9,
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
take
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But I have to
As a
see
young
that. I have
program,
to
I
see
can take
that
that.
improvement. I have to see improvement each and every year.
Correct. Correct.
Depending
Yeah.
on the roster that I got. And if I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
seeing improvement, at least by year 3, I'm gonna say year 3, man. I give it. It's unlike NFL is not like college. You got guys that circulating through the system. With the NFL, most of them guys got these contracts that they're signed for some multiple years. So you kind of know what you're getting on your offense and defensive squad. And so, yeah, I gotta see improvement, man. If you're not improving, and you're staying the same or you dropping below each year, nah, you gotta go. So, and,
Agreed.
and
Yeah.
it don't matter which color you is, it don't matter, you're black, you're white, whatever. If you're not getting the job done, man, I gotta let you go.
Facts.
Yeah.
Hire that man, make him a GM.
So we can make it.
Let
So
him
we
run
can
the
make.
show. Let
So we
him
can
run the
hurt.
show.
So we can hurt the whole franchise now,
Man,
right?
I get you
Okay.
five. Hey, I get you
Way to
500.
go.
Yeah, fellas, sticking with the NFL theme, man, the playoffs, I mean, we know what we're getting now.
Yes,
We know
sir.
exactly what we're getting now.
Yes,
Fellas,
sir.
let's talk some NFL playoffs. Matter of fact, let's talk the NFC bracket first. We know that the Seattle Seahawks, they got a bye, they're not playing. Uh, let's talk about the Green Bay Packers and Chicago Bears. Matter of fact, let's do some picks. Who you guys liking in that game? Green Bay Packers facing the Chicago Bears in
Man,
Chicago.
round 3. Round
Round 3.
3. Round 3. And uh the last time they played, and they were playing that game in Chicago, I believe.
Yes, sir.
So it's not like Chicago routed Green Bay the last time they played. I'm not so sure Chicago was ready for this moment. After watching them play yesterday, I'm not so sure they're ready for this moment. I think Jordan Love has some experience that'll get him through this kind of environment because he's used to playing on the road and in weather. I'm gonna ride with the Packers with this. I think the Packers go into Chicago and shut it down. What you got on it, MJ?
Yeah, I watched them. I actually watched the full game with them in Detroit on
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, and man, for a while there, I was like, "What's up with their defense, man? Chicago's defense, man. They was letting was it St. James, man? He caught like about 12 passes in a row, man.
I'm
I
on
said
Ross
they
St. Brown.
secondary
Yeah.
sucks, man. But as far as with Green Bay, man, I think they got quarterback issues, man, right now. I do. I think they're in trouble with their quarterbacks. I think one is Malik Willis. I think they said he was kind of nicked up, and Jordan Love. I'm not for sure if he's 100%. Those are the only reason why I say they probably got some quarterback issues. It's not because of their play, but I think I'm gonna give the nod to Chicago. Williams got to play better, man. I wasn't impressed with Williams on yesterday. I really wasn't, and he's got to play better. But I still think if he played well enough, I think they can beat Green Bay.
I'm actually gonna second that. Uh, I think the Bears win the game, and I do. So I'll say this: I think if both teams are healthy, we got an absolute showdown. I mean, and if that were the case, I say a showdown. Packers by either 7 or 10. Keep it fairly close, whatever. But um, personally, and guys, I'm no head coach. I'm no team doctor. None of that. But I'd be comfortable telling you guys for sure that Jordan Love is not 100%. Um, I'm pretty fine saying that. I think that after facing an injury, if he was at least decent for yesterday, he would have at least gotten a couple snaps to see what was what. I think the fact that he did not do that is very telling. And same for Malik Willis as well, who I think is actually a pretty decent quarterback. For those two guys to just not even put a single toe in between the white lines, kind of said more than people thought. So if they're not gonna walk in healthy, I'm gonna take the Bears because that Tune kid, who's the quarterback for Green Bay yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
if he's in, the Packers are free chicken. Free chicken.
No, Love will
Hey,
be back.
load the box, smash them up. I got Bears by 10.
Love will be back,
Okay.
and Malik Willis he'll be back too. They
No,
just
will Love
rested
be
those guys.
back though? Like he'll be out there, but will he be back? That's my concern.
They'll have Jacobs back. Everybody be back and healthy. Uh, Listen, I'm telling you like this. If you look at Green Bay, okay, we beat the Bears the first game. I know it went down to the wire. And then the second game, we dominated Chicago in Chicago
The whole
with
game.
our backup quarterback
Yeah.
after Love went out.
Yeah.
And would have won the game, should have won the game, except for some miscues. The onside, they couldn't recover, well, they couldn't get it. And then the fumble, of course. We should have won that game. And this is the with the backup quarterback dominated the Bears in Chicago.
Yeah.
And now and might I add, Jacobs was not healthy in that game, so that hurt the run game. Now with a healthy Jacobs being able to rest a few weeks, and then you get Love back, man. I'm telling you right now, Green Bay finna go up in Chicago, man, and show them just like when your guy Aaron Rodgers was there. He gonna let them guys know, man, we still own you. I got the pack in this game by 7.
Okay.
All right, fellas. Our next game, San Francisco 49ers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are at home. Who you guys liking in this one?
This is where the upset specialist strikes.
Oh, he's back.
This is where the upset specialist strikes.
He's back.
The San Francisco 49ers will win this game because they're playing a better brand and more consistent brand of football. The Philadelphia Eagles are still struggling to find themselves. Even in this playoff run, they're still struggling to find themselves. This is a game that's going to be tailor-made for the running game. McCarthy is not McCarthy. The
Purdy.
run, yeah, McCaffrey is going to absolutely feast this game. Running the ball and catching the ball, McCaffrey is going to own this football game. Give me the 49ers by a touchdown.
Ooh.
What you got on them, Jay?
Well, I tell you what, man. What's crazy is Eagles are my squad. However, I haven't been watching them play in the past 4 or 5 games. So I don't know how they're playing, to be honest with you. And what's crazy on the other hand is I've been watching pretty much all of San Francisco games, and they look pretty good to me. You know what I'm saying? Could they be better? Yeah. I mean, they won some games late here recently, but I don't know, man. Like I said, man, I'm a roll with Philly until they're not Philly anymore, and they probably not Philly now. And somebody's gonna get them, but until that happens, I'm rolling with the Eagles.
Guys, personally, I do. I agree with everything you said. I agree with everything you said, but I can't go against Philly at the link. Dude. Hey man, look, I've been following Jalen Hurts since he was at Bama. Um, he's not he is not a great traditional quarterback. He's not. That's his strength though. The game don't have to look good. It could look crazy. His pass percentage can be low. That dude just grits and grinds and finds ways to win. He does. And they're at home and they're trying to, like defend the crown. I'm gonna go Eagles by 14 by 2 touchdowns. Get the bro. The offensive coordinator needs to open up that playbook. If you can establish Saquon Barkley, if you can establish Hurts kind of doing some things with his legs too, that's great. That's a great start. You can get somewhere with that. Get AJ Brown and Devontae Smith the ball. If they get 6 catches apiece, that's not asking for a lot. It's not. If they get 6 catches apiece, this shouldn't be a game for real. I don't trust Brock Purdy at the link. I don't. Philly is a hellhole place to play. Yeah, go out there and get it in. I got Eagles by 14.
Rod, you're a bold man. 14? Let me tell you something. Y'all been listed upset specialists. Man, listen. Purdy has been playing lights
Yes.
out.
Yeah, yes.
Lights out, man. And the Eagles haven't looked like themselves, man. They haven't. And I'm telling you right now, man, I think that Brock Purdy is going to have a big game against the Eagles, man. I agree with the upset specialist, man. Give me the Niners by a touchdown.
Okay.
Maybe 10.
Ooh.
All right, fellas, how about the Los Angeles Rams versus the Carolina Panthers? Carolina Panthers and the Rams. Carolina is hosting this game.
They're hosting?
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
Carolina number 4.
Doesn't matter. Does not matter.
Okay, Bryce.
I will say this. The Carolina Panthers have played a whale of a football season. They've done what Mike Jones said. They've showed you a lot of growth, a lot of heart, a lot of grit, a lot of determination. But this is one of them games where you don't bet against Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is a seasoned quarterback that has won major games and a Super Bowl. So he knows what it's going to take to win this game. And he's got arguably one of the great receivers to throw to. So much as I love the grit and the growth of the Panthers, gotta take the Rams in this one. Gotta take the Rams. In a nail biter by 3.
Yeah.
Hey Jeff, is this game gonna be played on Sunday?
Saturday. They play Saturday 4:30.
Because I know down here in the South, we're gonna be like in the high 60s, maybe hit the 70s all the way up to Friday, and then we're gonna drop off. We're gonna drop off considerably. And Carolina, North Carolina is not too far from us. If it's kind of cold, wet, rainy, and they are playing in Carolina, and Carolina, man, I think they love to play that that not pretty football. You know what I mean? It's not gonna look pretty. And although Stafford, man, I think he's putting up some high. I mean, not gonna say Heisman. He's putting up some MVP numbers, man. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
and but still, I'm gonna ride with Carolina, man. I think they're gonna get their first playoff win in a while. It's been a while. They're gonna get it only because they're gonna stink it up. They're gonna muddy it up, and it's gonna be a hard hitting game. And I don't think them boys from the West Coast gonna be ready. I'm going Carolina at least by 3.
You know what, MJ? I'm not a man that changes his mind very often. But come on, I mean, that's a nice argument. It is. It is. It is. I think that the weather does matter. But if the Panthers want to have a shot at winning this game, in my opinion, it needs to be like a borderline. And I'm not wishing this on the Rams at all. I'm just saying, just to show figuratively how serious I'm about this, it would have to be a Tanya Harding situation with Matt Stafford. That's the only way. Like, if it's not that, it ain't gonna happen. No, I think he's been waiting for this moment exactly. He got hot at the right time and stayed consistent. And he's like, you know what? I'm walking into this thing with momentum. Who wants the smoke? Because I'm supplying it. I'm gonna go, but the grit of Carolina does matter.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go 7. Rams by 7.
Well, I thought you was too young to remember Tanya Hart and Rod Jr. Fellas, let me tell you something, man. The Rams right now, they one of the hottest teams out here, man. And matter of fact, between them and the Seahawks, man, I think one of them guys might come out of the NFC and represent. I like the Rams to win this game. And I like no knock on Carolina, man. I like what the young team is doing, man. They playing good football, but it ain't gonna be good enough for the Rams. Give me the Rams by 7. All right, fellas, let's turn our attention to the AFC, man.
Let's do it.
Let's look at the AFC, fellas. As we look over in the AFC, the bracket, you got the Chargers versus the New England Patriots. Of course, the Denver Broncos got the bye, but the Los Angeles Chargers versus the New England Patriots. Who you guys liking in that one? And that one's in New England.
The Chargers have played an excellent brand of football all year long. They've showed you how to be scrappy. They've won games that you wouldn't think they would otherwise win. However, they're going to New England. They're going to Foxborough, and you're playing one of the hottest defensive and offensive teams in the division. I don't think they're going to be ready for what, even if they come prepared, I don't think they're going to be ready for what the Patriots are going to bring. I think the Patriots win this by 10.
I tell you what, Tom, I agree. Chargers, they have been playing a decent brand of ball, and other than Stafford, when we're talking about the MVP from the quarterback position, man, Drake May, I think he's a nod. He's up in there. He's up there for at least second place or third place on that list. I think I've said it to you guys on previous shows, man. I look for New England to play in that Super Bowl. So if I'm saying that, that obviously means the Chargers are going down this week. New England, at least by 10.
I don't have anything to add to Unc or MJ. That's all I got for you. That's about it. Yeah. 10 works, 14 works. You can flip a coin on it. Bill will be out. Playing at Foxborough. I know Brady's not there no more. I know. But even with Tom Brady being gone, guess what? The NFL MVP is a starting quarterback in Foxborough. Good luck. You're going to need it. If the game's in LA, nah. It's not in LA. It's in Foxborough. Bill. There we go. That's it. Yeah, bro, Bill. Bro, it is what it is. That's Bill.
I said that Bill about to get busy.
Oh, yeah, Bill. Yeah, Bill, come back. Yeah.
And I agree with you all, man. I think that New England is on fire, and these guys, I got them by 2 touchdowns.
I'm not mad.
They
I'm
win
not
by
mad.
2 touchdowns.
I'm not mad.
I don't even think this game is really gonna be that close, man. All right, fellas. How about the Buffalo Bills versus the Jacksonville Jaguars? Man, oh man.
Where?
Jacksonville is hosting.
Nothing. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The upset specialist strikes again.
Uh-oh.
The Buffalo Bills are going to go to Jacksonville and choke. The Jacksonville Jaguars are going to absolutely one-dimensionalize Buffalo. The only thing that they do well is run the football. That's the only thing they do well. If I'm coaching Jacksonville, I make him show me he can beat me throwing the football to his receivers. I'm taking away the run. The Jaguars will win this game by 4 points.
Man, this probably gonna be one of the better games of the weekend. And man, it's so hard going against the Bills, man, because when I don't go with them, they win, and vice versa. But man, the Jaguars, they put a beat down on the Titans, which isn't saying much, but they've been playing pretty consistent ball pretty much all year long, man. And man, I think I'm gonna take the Jaguars as well on this, man.
Smart man.
Well, clearly, Trevor Lawrence think he back at Clemson with Dabo as of late. I don't know what got in Trevor Lawrence.
Man.
He think he back in that orange the paw on the side of his head. He killing. That is what it is. He figured it out. James Cook is gonna have a game. I think that was said before that the Bills can run the ball. James Cook is gonna have a game. That's it. Dalton Kincaid gonna catch 2 passes for about 13 yards. Yeah. And on the other side of the ball, I think Trevor Lawrence, for a second there, was being looked at not as a bust per se, but a very, very overrated quarterback. He's going to into these playoffs with a different chip on his shoulder. Because they're the second seed or third? Second, right?
Oh, Jacksonville third.
Oh, third.
Yep.
So top 3, he has something to prove. And clearly, like I said, he thinks Dabo was coaching him again. He's about to go great. He's probably calling Dabo before every game. Dabo, talk to me to get me back in that old headspace. Because it was cracking. He's back. And he's about to kill them for sure. I'm gonna take them by 10.
Yep. Well, we all thinking alike because I think this is it for the Bills, man.
Me too.
I think this is their last ride, man. And I think Jacksonville is gonna show them the door, man. Show them the exit off the highway. Give me Jacksonville, man. I say by 10. I say by 10.
Okay.
Yeah, by
I'll tell
10.
you this thing as well. It's a known fact. If you pay attention to what Buffalo's done playoff wise, they are not traditionally a great road team.
Never thought about that. Never thought about it like that. I'm not mad. Guys, it's been so weird to not be talking about Mahomes and just talking.
It is. It is.
Isn't that
It is
crazy, guys?
absolutely
Why you say that
crazy.
name, man?
It is absolutely crazy that you ain't saying Mahomes with this thing,
How
man.
you say that name, man?
I'm just saying, it's crazy.
It's
No knock on
crazy.
Mahomes, man.
It's
I like
Oh
capricious.
Mahomes,
no.
but
I love
yeah,
Mahomes. It's just funny, like the Chiefs didn't make the playoffs. Like,
yeah, it's weird.
That's weird. It's weird because it's
how
synonymous
you
with
go from
playoff.
runner up to not making the? Like, that's crazy, bro.
You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you, like I said before, and I'll say it again. You can only
Okay.
be so good for so long, and now, man, it's over. The party over, man. The party over.
I think Mahomes is capable of catching a second win. I ain't gonna lie. I
think
ain't put nothing past him.
his biggest thing right now is trying to figure out what you're gonna do with Kelsey. Find another Kelsey.
That ain't happening.
No.
Kelsey kind of neutralized himself this year.
Happening.
Yeah,
Kelsey kind of. Yeah.
Kelsey is old.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all that happened.
If we talking about 3 years ago, cool. Now,
Father Time caught up, man.
Yeah.
It did.
But look at this though. So like you said, okay, KC is not in it, and this is where I was having a hard time with this Bill Jag. So next man up. Now who's supposed to look? The big brother, he done bowed out, so you give it to the little brother. The little brother supposed to be the Bills now. This supposed to be their playoffs in the AFC to take that next step. But like you guys said, Tom, you talk about the road, playoff road, how they play. I look at it this way: this is not a cold weather game, you know, so
Bingo.
it doesn't match everything that we think of when we think about the Bills. So, you know, yeah, in the cold weather, brutal cold, their running game is legit. I mean, running games is legit no matter where you go.
Yeah.
But I just think, man, like you said, Trevor Lawrence is playing some ball. Their defense is playing some great ball. And I think, like, look, this might be the Bills' last shot, man. They might sit and buy out after this season right here. They may not, you know, because now we got new blood stepping up. New England, the Jaguars, they might not take the AFC by storm now.
Don't sleep on ETN running the football either.
Right.
Who was also on the phone with Dabo. Both of them, man, on the phone with Dabo.
Boom. Just like that.
2 Clemson boys talking crazy.
Somebody got to give Clemson some love, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody got to get Dabo some love up in there.
All right, that's about it. Just them two. That's it. Nobody else.
Boom. Cut and dry. Cut the conversation. Right.
Exactly.
All right, fellas, let's look at this last game, man. Houston Texans, man, versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who you guys liking in this one? And the Steelers are hosting this one.
Thank God. Because if we had to go to Texas, it might have got ugly. But I'm proud of my boys. We overachieved for what we did this year, for the type of team that we put together. We overachieved. So it's good. The best news ever for this game is we get our wide receiver back after his 2-game suspension. So we'll get our wide receiver back, which will help leaps and bounds.
Who,
Metcalf.
DJ Metcalf.
DK. Okay.
DK Metcalf.
Okay.
We get
punching the guy in the stands.
Yeah,
I forgot. Okay.
That hurt.
Yeah.
If we had him for the Cleveland game, we wouldn't be having this conversation. That would have been a wrap last week. But we got to deal with what we got to deal with. We get Metcalf back. Watt came back last night, had a pretty decent game. I think the upset specialist in me well, not so much an upset because we're the higher seed. I think we hold on. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers will win their first playoff game in like 6 years for the first time with Aaron Rodgers leading the way. I think we can get that done provided our offensive line holds. We get a little semblance of running game and we incorporate our receivers and DK Metcalf. So give me the Steelers winning this by like 6.
Well, I'm like this, man. I think we have found Jake Paul next opponent. That'll be DK Metcalf. I'm already booking it. Well, look, on a higher note, though. On a higher note, the Steelers, man, they to me, like Tom said, they overachieved. I just thought there was one point that we was gonna see Tomlin not having a winning season for the very first time, and it didn't happen. Having said that, though, man, I just don't think they are good enough. I mean, they might be good enough, but I just can't see them beating the Texans, even though they're at home. And I know, Tom, I've been a little hard on your Steelers, man. I know you've been saying I've probably been a hater, but I'm gonna hate if that's the case. I'm gonna hate again one more weekend, man, and then we can lay Aaron Rodgers to rest this weekend. Hey, man, I'm giving the Texans, man, almost like a 10 point minimum to win this game, man. Texas.
Okay. Y'all see my jersey, right?
Well,
Do y'all know who went here in this game? Who's like a CJ Stroud. Big Buckeye, right? You know what I'm saying? One of the big Buckeyes, high draft pick. Let me tell y'all something about CJ Stroud in the cold. We saw it for years. He went to Ann Arbor. Yeah. And you know what? I live in Texas. I understand how you get spoiled by this weather. Last time I flew back to Chicago, I forgot I was from there, and I was like, why am I so cold? This is crazy. CJ is from California and been getting real cozy in Houston. If this game was at Energy Stadium, CJ, we here. I know the real you, bro. You can't hang. You can't hang in Pittsburgh, bro. You can't. You can't. I'm gonna go Pittsburgh by 10.
man, let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. Man, Houston right now is playing real good football, man. Both sides of the ball, man. And I really think that I think their defense is gonna outshine the Steelers' defense, and I think that the Texans will do enough offensively. I think it's gonna be a kind of close game, man. I like the Texans to win this one in a close one by 7. Give me the Texans by 7, and I think the defense is gonna be the factor in this, and they're gonna outshine the Steelers.
I think my boy had 2 weeks of rest. I think he just wound up his motor.
You talking about Watt?
Mr. Watt.
He didn't look too good last night, man. You seen him, or he looked like he was still hurting.
He be all right.
Okay.
He all right.
For y'all sake, I hope he is.
He gonna be all right.
TJ.
He gonna be all right.
We gonna see. All right, fellas, let's talk some college football, man. Some CFP, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do
My
this,
chest
man.
still hurts, gentlemen. My chest still hurts. It does.
It's going down. Sorry, fellas. Sorry. Ole Miss versus Miami, fellas. Who you guys liking in this one?
I tell you what, man. This is going to be a very, very entertaining football game. You got Ole Miss's quarterback, who is really talented. The guy reads defenses very well and is not scared to use his legs and likes making big plays down the field. Always keeps his eyes downfield making his role. This is going to be a test for Miami. Miami's ends are going to get tested this time. Number one, the game that they played against Ohio State, their line didn't get tested. Now you got a guy that, okay, we're going to crash the ends, and this quarterback is going to make you sting for 10 yards after you crush the edges. I think Miami is going to struggle defensively, but I think offensively, Ole Miss ain't showed you they can stop water. So this is going to be it's going to be about which defense gets the stops.
I agree. Yeah.
And to me, after watching the two games play, I think Miami's defense is a little more stout than what Ole Miss's is. So I'm gonna go Hurricanes by 3.
Okay. Miami. To me, it all depends on Carson Beck with them. Of course, man. Yeah, their defense is better than Ole Miss. I don't know how much better. I give Ole Miss some credit. You know what I'm saying? When they played Georgia, I mean, Georgia had a couple good quarters, man. But
Yeah.
when Ole Miss needed to tighten up, they tightened up. And Ole Miss offense, man, that's a Lane Kiffin offense, man. So I mean, not Lane Kiffin, that Charlie Wise Jr., whatever his name is, that's his
Yeah.
offense, and Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But
Facts.
but the
Facts.
thing is I don't know, man. To me, it just all depends. Carson Beck, man, can just make some boneheaded plays. If he don't do that, and they kind of stay, run the ball, throw the ball here and there, and then take their strikes whenever they get the opportunity. But I still think it's going to be a tight game. I don't think there's going to be a blowout on either side.
Mm-mm.
But something seemed magical to me. I think these guys are playing for one another. And I'm just gonna have to roll with Ole Miss until they just ain't Ole Miss no more. So I'm going Ole Miss on this, and probably with a walk off field goal like in the Georgia game.
So, quick sidebar. I really wish Georgia would have won just so we can get a CFP showdown of Carson Beck versus the old team. Oh, I would have loved to see that. That would have been just made for TV and cinema, just in general. But, that didn't happen. But I'll say this. Ole Miss Miami, I think that, first of all, Trinidad Chambliss is a player. Unc, you pretty much said it. Trinidad looks downfield the whole time. He will evade you in the pocket and always look downfield and just lock and loaded and ready to throw. I'm curious to see how Miami's secondary holds up. The ends are going to crash again. They are. I wonder what their linebackers are going to do. And if they kind of sit there to watch, you kind of lose the middle of the field. So your DBs have to be like sharp. Because Trinidad is a arm talent, but he's very accurate too, though. So you kind of got to watch out for that. But even with all that said, I think that Mark Fletcher will be a bigger threat than Trinidad Chambliss. I don't think Ole Miss has a chance at stopping Mark Fletcher from doing whatever he wants to do. I can't see it. He's about to have his way. I know they beat us, and I should hate him. I should hate him with passion. I'm going to go Miami by 3.
Might I add, Miami favored by 3 to 3.5.
Okay.
I was talking to the upset specialist earlier, man, and I was kind of favoring Ole Miss, man. But man, as we talked, he talked about them ends, man, for Miami. Man, them cats, they some killers, man. And they gonna bring pressure all night long, man. And I think that's gonna be the difference. Defense wins championships. And I believe that, man, at first I wasn't giving Miami no respect. But man, after watching them cats play, man, I said, nah, these dudes the real deal, man. Miami gonna beat Ole Miss. And I like them to beat them by at least a touchdown. Well, fellas, turning our attention to the next game. This going to be a showdown. Mm-hmm. Indiana versus Ohio. I mean, Oregon. I'm sorry, guys. I'm thinking about.
Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that.
I'm sorry, guys.
You know, you got two Buckeye fans up in here. Come on,
y'all
man.
Said we back in it. We back in it.
How we get back in it?
Right. I got my heart with him. You ain't right. You ain't right.
Hey,
I seen that O in my head, man.
Hey, if you put us back in it, we'll take it. That's for sure.
Let me show Oregon some love. Indiana versus Oregon, the other O. Fellas, who you guys liking in this one, man? Two high-powered teams. Who you guys liking in this one?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. This is where I stand with this game. I'm a Big Ten lover. I love the Big Ten. This is great for Big Ten football. This game is the national championship game.
Boom.
It don't matter about Ole Miss. It don't matter about Miami. This is the national championship game. This is about two high-powered offenses with one of them have a high-powered defense, which is Indiana, because their defense is lights out. If you watch the Alabama game, they made Alabama say, I quit. They beat them so bad, they made Alabama say, I quit.
They did.
So, I love this game. This is going to be an entertaining game. This is another game that's going to come down to who gets the last stop. And Oregon's going to come prepared. I guarantee you, because the last time they played was a war, and Indiana wound up coming up on top. This is going to be an all-out assault. I have Indiana winning this thing on a walk-off field goal.
I have a question, guys. When Oregon played Indiana earlier, where was that game played at?
Oregon.
I want to say Oregon, yeah.
It was played at Oregon, and Tom, you said it was a tight game. Do you remember how many points they won by?
I think it was 30 to 20, something like that.
30 to 20?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna say this, man. I don't know, man. I fell in love with Indiana early. Actually, I fell in love with them last season, to be honest with you.
They had a great season last year. No doubt. They had a great season last year.
Yeah.
They did.
So I didn't jump on the bandwagon just this year, but I've liked them. And with Oregon, Dan Lanning, man, I don't know, man. The coaches go to Oregon, man, and they pretty much do pretty good, man. So I don't know what it is in Oregon and Indiana. I agree, Tom. This may well could be, or this may well should be the national championship game.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to beat a team twice in the season like that, because if you won, you don't. A lot of teams don't change nothing. They say, "Well, why should I change anything?" Oregon probably looking at, "Oh man, we could have did this. We're gonna run the A gap or whatever. We're gonna do this and yada yada." Man, even having said that, I think Oregon closed that gap, especially if they won 30 to 20. It may be 30 to 27 or 30 to 24. I'm still gonna get us in favor of Indiana.
First of all, Kirk Cincinnati has really grown on me. First, I thought he was just this cocky dude who was only talking crap because he won at James Madison, which is like, bro, chill. No, Kirk Cincinnati is who he says he is. He talks to you like his last name, Kurt Boykin. He talk crazy to you, don't he?
Right.
I've grown to appreciate Cincinnati. I have. What might be killing me, but no. I agree, but this game, matchup wise, it has that national championship type of feel. I'm gonna go Oregon, however, I'll go 7. I'll say Oregon by a touchdown. Dante Moore is putting together a little bit better, but the X factor in this game. So Moore is going to do his thing. Watch what I tell y'all. This is going to be a big game for Noah Whittington. Tailback. Noah Whittington is a player. And Dante Moore, I mean, so Grant, Oregon's still fairly new to the Big Ten. This is the first year where they're starting to kind of resemble Big Ten football. They had that pack mindset before. The score it's gonna be a basketball game score. We're just gonna take the last shot and win. Ain't no basketball scores in Oregon right now. Their defense is sound. I'll give Indiana the edge, but Oregon having a sound defense, and in my opinion, the more explosive, like one play offense, like they have one play power. Signetti is real smart, calculate. He don't really need one big play to do it. He'll kind of break you down and do his thing. But I think the explosive one play possibilities here make a huge difference in the game. And Indiana secondary, you can catch them slipping. Not too often, but you can catch them, So I'm going to go Oregon by 7. No, Whittington, you better show up because I know you can. You better show up, brother, because you're going to need to.
I'm going to tell you what, though, that Heisman Trophy winner, Mendoza, is going to come to play. Believe that.
That he is. That he is.
Took the words out of my mouth. I was about to remind Mr. Rod Boykin Jr. who the Heisman Trophy winner is. Mr. Mendoza, man. Let me tell you something, man. I think that this guy right here is going to show everybody why he has that Heisman Trophy. I think that this is going to be a real good game for him. It was 30-20 before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it'll be a little bit tighter than that. I like Indiana to beat Oregon. I say 7. I think it'd be a touchdown.
Okay.
It's going to be a tight game. It's going to be a tight game. I think it's going to be close, but I give Indiana the edge, man.
Hey, Jeff, I'll give you the Heisman thing for sure because he's the player. He on one side of the ball, brother. Hey. He gonna do his thing. Right. He on one side of the ball.
Hey, don't slip on that Indiana defense now.
No, they cold. No, they cold. They are cold. They cold.
So far in this playoffs, Indiana's only given up 3 points.
The Hoosiers
for sure. I don't think they played somebody with this type of firepower yet, though. Because I promise you, Bama did not have it.
Well, they played them earlier and beat them.
They played them.
No.
They shut them down in
for sure.
They shut them down in Eugene.
They beat them there, exactly, at home.
They shut them down in Eugene.
Shout out to y'all.
Hey, so this game gonna be played in Atlanta?
Yeah, this is a neutral site.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be at the Peach Bowl, ain't it?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe
in the Dome.
Peach Bowl.
And Mercedes,
yeah.
And so this game gonna be, it could potentially be a home game for Indiana. Indiana's not that far from Georgia. Like Oregon got a long way to travel. The fans got a long way to travel. I mean,
that's facts. That's
facts. They getting there like 3 days before. They chilling.
Of course. The jet lag will be gone by then, but like I said, it's that's, to me, that's a national championship game. That's your national championship winner right there. This game is your national championship winner. Doesn't matter about the other side.
I hope they play that game in Miami. Or are they playing them on separate days?
I think they're playing them same day, I think.
They probably should have kind of moved those out a little bit.
I think they're going to play them because you remember most times men's college basketball or football finals is on that Monday.
Okay.
So I want to say they're going to both play the same day, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but they're gonna give them. They're gonna give them a week off.
Right. Oh yeah.
That's why I think they're going to play the same day.
You're right. Yeah.
That's why I said I think they're going to play the same day and then.
No, the one's January 8th and one's January 9th.
Oh, okay,
So
so they're giving them the day apart. Okay,
yeah, day apart. Yep.
Which
okay,
which one is playing on
The
the ninth,
Fiesta
Jeff?
Bowl, with Ole Miss
Oh,
is
hey.
yeah, that one's gonna be on the 8th.
that's
Okay.
Okay,
Friday or Thursday.
that's Friday.
Whatever the 8th. What's the 8th?
I think
Thursday,
it's
ain't it?
Friday.
That's
I don't know.
Friday.
Let's see.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Thursday. I thought
Yeah, it is
No, if it's
Thursday
Thursday.
because today is
Thursday.
the 5th. So
If it's
yeah, the
Yeah,
Thursday.
8th
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Thursday. The ninth is
Yeah.
Thursday.
Friday.
Yeah, and then Friday is the Peach Bowl,
So the national
Oregon,
championship game is
Indiana.
when?
Say again.
The national championship game is the following Monday,
That's
or is it?
Monday. Yeah, the
No, that
19th. In
that Monday
Miami,
after.
Monday the
Okay, so they got
19th.
a week break. Okay,
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
Yeah.
you. Okay, got you.
Hey, so that's gonna be prime time for Friday. So if you ain't gotta work Saturday, but Tommy, you know you gotta work Saturday,
I'll
but
be watching that game, brother. What are you
yeah,
talking about?
they gonna make
So
that prime time. Hey,
I'm gonna be
hold
watching
on.
that game.
So
Even if I gotta track that game, I'm gonna be paying attention to that game.
that game is on the 19th, y'all said?
The national championship
Yeah,
game.
the national
Okay.
championship.
Cool. That means I'm still the king for 14 more days. And y'all will hear about it. Yeah. I'm still the king for 2 more weeks exactly. And I will let y'all know every chance I get. How about that?
All right, fellas. Well, we've talked about it.
We've been about it.
Until the next time. This is 234 Sports Talk, and we are out of here.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace, y'all. Peace.